it all. Moving on now, listen up if you're looking for a new job. The executive managing editor at Business Insider has the internet fired up after revealing she never hires anyone who doesn't send a thank you note after an interview. You could have a 10 years of experience and stellar references, but if you don't send a thank you note, Jessica Leidman says thank you next. Leidman explains that she believes a note shows that a candidate is eager, organized, and well-mannered. And she says no note shows a lack of interest. People on Twitter were quick to criticize, with one person tweeting, quote, anyone who treats a prospective employee like a child instead of a potential peer isn't worth working for in the first place. Nick, no note, no job. Like it or not.
I love it. I thought she was spot on the point. I have never interviewed and not followed up with a thank you note. Not an email, an actual note. Emails are intrusive. We know that. You're stuck with it. Notes you open when it's convenient and it sits there. You're like, oh, who took the time to write? Oh, wow, he has good penmanship. Whoa, he can spell. Oh, my God, he licked a stamp. He took the time. Show that you're really interested in the job. Who are these people? Same thing after a wedding, same thing after a birthday. Who knows not to send a thank you note? So I'm surprised that people sit, of course they're sitting on Twitter sounding off about it. It's ridiculous. I am blown away by how young people today just don't know the standards of protocol, manners, Robert's Rules of Order. They're just things you do. It's polite. You thank people, yes sir. You look people in the eye, yes ma'am. You wear a tie to an interview. Seriously, you wear a tie to an interview. You don't,
You gotta stop hanging out with Meghan Markle.
No, jeans hanging, laying back. Yo, you gonna give me a call, Paul? Seriously, that's the way. After I finish, thank you very much.
That's why I don't get hired.
Seriously,
yeah.
You gotta say thank you, people.
Yeah, I will say this though. I mean, it seemed a little ridiculous that you would just dismiss anybody over something like just do that. So anybody who she didn't hire, I hope she gets en masse thank you notes from all of them who write her and say, thank you for not hiring me, you crazy person.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I don't want to work for somebody that needs me to say thank you every time we have any conversation about literally anything.
She sounds like an egomaniac. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Really?
I need a thank you. No, you need a thank me. Get on your knees and thank me for coming and giving you. What? Lady, get a life. What, don't you have other things to worry about? I agree with you. I think common courtesy is a simple step. I'm not sure that I go the whole way of buying parchment paper and folding it up and doing this whole pen and quill thing. But yeah, I'll send a thank you email and be like, look, thank you for flying me up there. I think that's courtesy. They paid to put you up, to fly you up, to whatever the case may be. But she's over the top, and I agree with that comment. You don't want to work for someone who's going to treat you like a child. If they don't respect your value, they don't see you as a peer. And I'm not saying that we got to be better than somebody else, but just look at each other and be able to dialogue like normal people without ego in between.
I think writing the letters a little bit much, but a thank you note via email, that sounds very normal and people should be doing that. I don't think it's a lot for her to expect, because it shows how eager people are. Do they want the job? Are they going to have a good attitude? Are they going to be respectful? And I'm curious how she handles this. Does she thank them for coming in?
It's a little bit of a dating
But you get a thank you note from a terrible candidate.
Some girls you go out with, if you send them a note, say, I had a really great time, that goes a long way. And if you do that, you're too eager and they don't like you anymore. So it could be a boss like that too, doesn't want to hear that you're overly eager to get.
That's my point. You kissing up to them?
Yeah, that's right. Still to come on Fox 5's Like It or Not. Who's kissing up next? Taking toys away from children.